Hi.
Hey.
You're still a sock puppet. I'm terrified. I'm okay with this though. Right back was Beacon Pines. I don't know if you saw the VOD or not.
I did not.
Okay, it's an adorable little story about this town and these adorable kids. This one, their father died and their mother went missing and is living with his grandma. And he just made a friend with a cat that moved here with her mom's. And he has another best friend who is another cat who we're gonna go hang out with in a minute. But the thing about the story is that you pick up these words, right? And those open up paths that the story can branch out. See, because it's a tree.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think we're over here. Yeah. We're going up the left. Because we hit an end over here and we hit an end on one of these other ones, and yeah. Not sure what year this takes place in. It kind of feels like 1950s-ish based on the dialogue. Oh, and I'm gonna have to do all the voices. Oh god.
I can do some.
Hey Don, tracking down a lead? You bet.
You
could do it.
I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharp and Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament.
Peculiar how?
He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions.
Like what?
The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer.
Solomon?
Bingo!
So Eris was forced to take care of him.
Yep, or she would have lost everything.
Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid?
Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats.
That explains the way Eris treats him. Or Solomon. How'd you find this out?
A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca.
Well, good to know.
It got dark.
I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. I mean, mission control. It's over here somewhere. Oh, you're still here.
He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens. This is no time for fractured friendships.
If I were in the clubhouse, I would be over here because that's all there is. Excuse me, what are you doing?
Just locked here for the night, sir.
Oh, yeah, go. You could be the other guy. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means that all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule.
Duh, not exactly, sir. The storm sent us back a bit. It's getting late, so, we all decided to,
You all decided.
Yes, sir.
I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. You're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future. Yes?
Yes, sir, very much, sir.
Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them?
No.
That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy.
Of course not, sir.
Good. Then it's decided.
Yes, sir. I'll work till the task is done.
See that you do.
Our harvest awaits. Whoa.
Yeah, in one of the endings, there was an army of clipboard guys that all looked the same and talked the same.
Spooky.
Yeah. Rollo, are you still up there?
I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset.
Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason?
You realize there was like a microburst storm and we all could have died in the torrential rains. I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
Rain held me up.
Liar! You weren't even home.
What?
The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house. And you weren't there.
I hadn't made it back yet.
I'm not a fool, Luca.
Kinda acting like one.
It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam.
You damn well know it's actually drugs. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's hut.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck?
He's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. You need help convincing her parents that she made new friends.
New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. And you were off making new friends?
It's not like that, Rollo.
You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship.
Oh my god. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me.
Of course I care, you ass.
You ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. Because that's what friends do.
Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made.
Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want. And you wouldn't even get in trouble.
Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad
Rollo's tone
friend.
changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca.
How quoting your paw's nonsense like it means anything.
Yeah, well, at least my paw's still around. Ooh, ouch.
Ooh.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca,
Good night.
dang it.
We did it.
Man, I feel bad just for voicing that.
What? What do I do? Oh God. I guess I leave. Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him. He could shove it. Where did I hear all this language? What am I? Okay, seriously, what do I do?
I wish I lived in a room with a slope ceiling.
Would you?
I don't know, it looks neat.
Maybe there was a window.
Well, there's gotta be, right? Because, well,
Down
unless it's on the
through his
right
old
side.
Stuff. Not even sure what he was looking for.
Ball.
Wow.
Fuck you, Ball. Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. I need to stop before things happen. There was a watermelon I could punch earlier in town, and I did it till I got an achievement. I guess I was supposed to just never make new friends. Weep.
Oh.
Yeah, the art is wonderful, but damn that. Yeah. Blech.
Oh. Luca,
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
you slept straight through breakfast.
This is old lady.
Oh, breakfast. Are you alright?
I don't think she's that old.
I don't.
And I think they're deer, not goats, but I'm fine. I just don't feel like getting up yet.
Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by your door. I gotta run out and take care of some things.
Okay,
I'll be back later to check in.
sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone.
I just wanted to be alone.
He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival.
Is it Rollo or Rolo?
I don't know. He's gonna be miserable. And I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong. Maybe. There's a 50-50 chance. Fuck him. He thinks I'm still going to the festival with him. He could shove it. I'm never leaving this room.
I
What else I
was
got?
gonna say, I live here now, but you kind of do already, so.
Luca dozed off again.
I wish it was that easy.
Luca, you see you didn't eat your oatmeal.
He left a force field down on the door. Wasn't hungry.
Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. I'll
Dip
just
it in
keep
the
piling
oatmeal.
up. I'll just keep piling up food until you change your mind.
Thanks.
Rolo came by.
What'd he say?
He wanted to talk to you.
What did you say?
I told him you weren't feeling well.
Good.
So your plan is just to sit in your room all day?
Yep.
Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good.
Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Okay, it is Rollo. Eh. Never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Just crafts, art, livestock. We're not even a farming town.
What would you farm? Wait.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
See, this is the stuff that makes me think is in the 50s. The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwill. She said you met yesterday.
What did she say? Is she here?
She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today.
Oh,
She seems nice.
yeah.
You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you?
Ellipses.
Can I come in?
Maybe later.
Alright then.
Is the sandwich still out there?
I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table.
Can you put the sandwich in the oatmeal and then put that on the kitchen table?
In case you want to bite before bedtime.
I've thrown some tantrums. I never not ate for an entire day.
I've never not left my room to pee
Luca had pouted
for
away the
a day.
entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close.
Apparently, anger brings around narcolepsy.
Luca stood in a vast
He
black
just slept on the
expanse.
book.
He looked up at his father standing beside him.
Oh, this again. The last time he froze into ice and shattered.
Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source.
What, we in the DC multiverse?
Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Pine buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him, older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me.
Yes, Zombie is still a sock puppet.
Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder.
I gotta.
His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames in a flash of cold light. He was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom?
No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Anything you want to talk about?
Remind me never to watch a Twilight Zone before I go to bed again. Erwin, thank you for the resub. 1 month's over the 2-year mark. Wow, wait a second. When did you get a zombie puppet? Apparently while I was dealing with the whole dog at the vet situation.
Yeah, Rook made this for me during the My Friendly Neighborhood stream.
I don't feel like talking.
That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit?
You didn't capitalize the H.
Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter.
But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. Oh.
But he said stuff about Dad.
Well, do you think he meant it?
No. He was just mad.
Mm-hmm. Did you mean any of the things you said to him?
Abso-fucking-lutely. No.
Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Aw. Now get your ass out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you?
I guess not.
Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize.
But he's the one that...
What did I just say?
Buy him a corn dog.
That's a good boy.
And what if he did say yes every word?
Everything's better with corn dogs. Dude, I had corn dogs for dinner.
Have I ever had a corn dog?
Have you never had a corn dog?
I don't think I've ever had a corn dog.
Jay, I need to get going now. I gotta eat more corn dogs.
I'll have to correct this.
Got some last minute festival business to take care of.
Is that statistically impossible? I'm sorry, what? Like the I've seen corn dogs in 2 places, you know, in the freezer aisle, and I never pick them up, or at a festival, and I never get one. I have not done deep fried Oreos either, and I really should.
I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch.
I'll be floating in it. All right.
I love you, Luca.
I love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Well, if you do it real quick, then you get a
Chapter
crust
6.
without the inner ice cream melting.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Well, you talked about Dad. I should go see if he's at Dad's.
I love this run cycle.
Still dead.
Oh.
Do I have anything to say? Nope. Still dead. There's only a couple left. I can do this.
No, they're
they're
going back.
respawning.
No.
No.
They're more powerful than you could possibly imagine. There you are. Luca. Rollo wanted me to tell you something.
What?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet.
I don't.
It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it.
The library. First, we have to harass everyone here. Just to get a corn dog. I think I was doing this kid's voice. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an egg. Boy, I picked the right kind of voice.
Excuvier. Exuviate? I don't know.
It is not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion at the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. My voices are all turning the same. See, here's one clipboard guy, and here's another clipboard guy.
Oh. Unique. Oh,
I got him.
Okay.
I was always trying to give this guy like Handsome Jack, kind of like unique New York, unique. I can't even say that. Fuck that. Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. Nervous? Oh, heavens no. Hell, break a leg.
Ow.
Give me the gift of a... Hi.
Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech. And the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Here, you do left and I'll do right.
I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival.
Totally.
Town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's.
He said it.
No amount of corporate pandering's gonna change any of that.
Exactly. But lemonade stand at the drink stand there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all.
Good point. Oh yeah, I can do this action. Forever.
Oh.
Ain't moving. Every single time. Iggy voiced this as his own voice because that kid's name is Iggy. Wait for it.
Unexplained sound once again noted.
Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Ha.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Jeff was staring into the abyss. Hey Jeff, everything alright?
Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just stay right these days, you know.
I really do,
Jeff
actually.
turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
How long do I have to hold this for something to happen? I do like the somewhat synced motions. Oh, no, they broke. Okay.
Damn it, Luca.
That useful exuberance. Well, let's log to this clipboard.
The most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve.
Nope.
This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fowl harvest.
I had my doubts about perennial harvest, and I must admit they do put on a nice party. I never leave this spot. Anyone back here? Yep.
Kitties. Hi, Luca. How's Griffin doing?
What?
Oh, but nothing.
Sorry, all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything.
Okay. Nope. This one no longer
I'm
active.
busy.
Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying.
I wanted to see what the festival fuss is all about.
I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books.
Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books.
True. So what you got in there?
Books.
I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't
Still.
think anyone noticed.
Good.
Now will you tell me what you needed it for?
It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy.
This isn't going to harm Mr. Care, is it?
All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family.
I got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival's for?
The way I figure it, perennial harvests try to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons.
Oh. Cynical. I like where your head's at. What I assumed the first two until I eavesdropped in a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor?
Special guest.
I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal.
Huh. No idea. It's annoying fat kid. And ice cream lizard.
Ice cream lizard. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library?
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, you're here, so in case I couldn't figure it out.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all.
I see. These were
Swap
the
their
breadcrumbs.
sprite.
I was hoping she would say capitalism and offer me to subscribe to her communist newsletter. Oh wait, the no touching melon. Yes! I found a way to kick the watermelon. I got another achievement. Hold on.
Dude, I can't buy watermelons anymore. I want to eat that thing so bad.
That's as fast as I can mash.
You want to get the NES Advantage out? Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that.
Wow, yeah, I didn't know that. What does that mean?
It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations,
That's great.
census taking, emergency services.
Oh, wait, can I go back in here and see this stupid thing?
Celebration of violence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is
Zombie
why you
didn't get
cannot
to see
tell the
this last
story
time.
of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one shopper Valentine.
Why?
His keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon.
Oh.
To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Shopper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Residence Fund.
Iggy pointed out that the last frame basically symbolized him pouring shit all over the town.
Yeah. So did he die a shit-related death? What happened?
He died. That's all I know. And then Luca's dad died like 6 years ago, and then his mom disappeared last year. Library. Somewhere quiet. It's like everything is pointing this way. So I will
Well, let's not
ignore
go
it.
there.
Oh, we don't get to meet creepy guy who's way into Grand's jam.
It's getting
Into the
darker
fog.
and cloudier. Oh.
Yep. I broke the electric fence with these. And then they put a thing over the hole. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. There's no puddle of toxic goo here to knock someone into, like last time. Causing them a horrible two-face light mutation. I'm gonna hang out with my new best friend. Who's probably at the festival. Okay, we hit the we hit the boundary.
Time for a boundary break.
Oh, that would be so weird.
What's outside the limits of Beacon Pines? Let's find out. Hey, okay?
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle.
Solve the riddle. The first.
Oh, you didn't think I was all, did you?
Is our princess in another castle? Rollo does go out all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the 5th king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? You want me to tell you?
No, it's, yes.
Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want to hand, the offer still stands.
So it's the 5th issue of Hank Atomic, which means it should be up here with the comic
Luca
books.
grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
No.
Don't you have it
Luca
at your
grabbed
house?
The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4.
No, he has like a complete set.
Grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5.
There it is.
Ah.
What's this kid gotta say? Hey, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic?
You know it. Some fascinating canon toward the end.
A goofy suggestion for another day. If you move Zombie down a bit, then move the avatar of someone else on stream down until only their ears or hair is showing. It looks like someone's controlling the zombie behind the table. That's brilliant.
That's really good.
Okay, hold on. Hang on. I have to. Unlock team heads. Grab me. Just kind of go over here, down a bit, and then just put zombie up there. And we'll move zombie down just a little bit. There you go.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Did you know the Hank Atomic Shrinker Ray doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered.
So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else?
I keep looking to the screen.
That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers. Please.
Oh, right, sorry. Oh, you found it!
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed.
Oh, I have a phone call. One moment, please.
Okay. Oh, you replied to me on the thing here. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. You do have. All right. Oh, all right. You're on Limpstodon. Okay. Yeah, I want to do a follow up to the tweet I made of the clip, and I want to credit you for this. It's this thing. I love it. It's so good. Oh, I'm already watching you on FA. I could have just looked that up. Oh well. Jay goes hydrate, and then Zombie keeps reading but making awful gargle noises.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it.
Oh, well, apparently he traded Jeff for his purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash.
Huh. Rollo.
Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in Grub. Card.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it.
Grift in grub cart? Griffin. Peter Griffin.
That's my
Griffin's grub
favorite
cart.
family. That's my favorite Family Guy thing like ever. It's just so stupid.
Mine is still the Pirates of Penzance.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand.
Ah, brilliant. Well, I guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Thanks, Kato. How many steps is this? Because, like... Okay. Off I go.
Oh, okay. I thought the horrible storm clouds were spreading, but I guess not.
Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo
Before
come?
Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh. That's it.
Bought and paid for. Enjoy.
I thought it was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
It's cold.
Oh, yeah, that's been sitting there for a while. Sorry. Rollo wanted me to make sure he give you that one specifically.
Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his
Oh.
mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Ugh.
Oh, come on. I don't like paper flavor.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
Pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
Why did I do that?
Because you haven't eaten in like 2 days.
It's just getting to be a whole thing. Oh, it's the coffee shop. She was just very eager. Zaria was just very eager to do her part.
There you are, Luca.
Just
There's no way
I'm
I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Oh, fine. Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. Yeah, it wasn't so hard. I feel cheapened somehow.
Well, you are the hell.
Oh, I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca.
Balloons?
Duh. Oh, he's
Uh,
just there.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hey. Did you find the comic book?
Yep.
And you got the corn dog?
Yep.
Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But here, you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
didn't have to go through all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad.
Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first.
Fuck you. Oh. Sorry.
Now you apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all. I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out.
Hello.
Now my turn! I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Oh,
I don't deserve you.
I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. Oh my god, that face. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom.
Snoop. Where?
We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all that stuff with those clipboards right down?
What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week, and then there was that time I got killed by the entire clipboard army. Let's just make the rest of the day about us.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day.
You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control.
Yeah, it didn't save me from the clipboards. The other timeline.
Amy's a bit unpredictable.
That sounds perfect. I have balloons.
Wee, boing, boing, boing. Man, I want that watermelon. I want that lemonade. I want that whatever the other stuff is.
Did you hear?
Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, we're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as the boo qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in, get it?
Good luck. Get out of here.
Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your grand this morning. She asked me to give you this. It's a bowl of oatmeal.
Handed Luca an unopened
sandwich in it.
letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now.
A letter.
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I'm
Uh-oh.
honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you.
Okay, here's my guess. Her special jam is some sort of poison. She's just killed the entire town.
I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Graham.
Luca folded the paper
heck?
into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about?
Maybe later.
Sure, whenever you want.
We're just hanging out. You know, you really didn't have to go through all that trouble just to apologize.
No, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me.
Luca was at a loss for words.
Rollo. I'm never gonna say it right, because one way or the other, I'm using both.
But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice?
We can still go.
This is fine.
Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
Oh no!
Rumble shook the treehouse.
What was that?
Oh man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks.
Oh no.
It
What's
was
happening? No!
possibly comprehend. Something as
No.
old and cruel as time itself.
They
What
split
does
the
that
atom.
mean? Oh. Oh, his nightmare came true.
Witness the big freeze for the
A
first
shockwave
time.
of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill.
I did not see that coming.
Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In
What?
a silent treehouse turned statuary. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't.
You wrote it.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Okay. So now we can go back and change a keyword that changes everything. Since the freeze is over here, the rumble heralded the massive storm. I don't know what break does. As the clouds began to break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night.
No storm.
Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Roloff.
You're not going home?
Nah, I promise I'd tell him
Luca
about...
stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promised you'd tell him what?
It's been a week, I don't remember.
Hey, Fox Canehurst. How you doing?
Hey, Fox. Hydrate, good idea.
I never have water with me. Oh, I got a little drip of tea left.
I've got some Canada Dry.
That's not wet at all. We're thick as thieves now. There's a juicy secret you gotta tell me.
Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you what happened.
Heck yeah.
Do you know where my treehouse is? Oh god, the secret.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place?
It's mostly boring and empty.
I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners.
I heard it was owned by the head of a pharmaceutical company that had a thing for weird locks.
Oh, it even smells shady. Took me a second.
Grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh,
What the fuck? What did you do?
first of all, I told you so. Second, hide. Hello?
It's Eris Valentine.
Who's that she's talking to?
Shh.
I expect you to return that suit in working order.
Of course. Almost everything was returned to this
The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it.
Couldn't agree more. Your friends are trying to sustain us, David. Bills are coming for
Now, this is what I was talking about.
Vec's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff.
Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. And then one timeline they dropped a corpse on me.
Oh. Seriously?
Yeah, actual corpse. Wait, you don't know about that? I don't know about that. Shh.
You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything?
I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. Talking into my hand was uncomfortable.
I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face.
Yes, the truth will come to light.
I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage.
That's Grandma in there, I'm guessing.
Oh.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful.
Wow, I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
I was right.
Huh. That looks really weird.
It does, but that's also you.
Oh, family.
I also would have accepted a Vin Diesel family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred.
That's a stroke.
Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival and be home in time for dinner. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Oh, that was a development I was not expecting. Then again, I wasn't
Chapter
expecting
5.
an ice bomb to go off.
Yeah.
Also, was it this game? I think it was this game last week. No, it wasn't this game. Where I pulled off someone I think in the game asked what killed the dinosaurs, and I did in Arnold the Ice Age.
Oh, yeah. I was talking. Yeah, we were talking. That was Proteus.
Proteus, that's right. Shit.
What big ears you have.
Oh.
Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
Oh, the colors are so lush in this game. What's wrong? Look like you see a ghost. Why were you so scared of the old lady in the hazmat suit?
That was my gran.
That was your gran.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this.
Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there.
Lead the way.
Uh-oh.
The last time, there's nothing to worry about.
Of course, we're
The
not worried.
clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's.
Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's, if you know what I
Mr.
mean.
Van Cleve, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it.
Absolutely. If you'll just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash.
Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
It was the other one talking.
There. Would you like my eternal soul as well?
Come to collect that
The
later.
clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility. Then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Hi, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time somebody you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser.
Oh, Grand tells me just to keep away from the clipboards.
That's good, that's good. But Brand's a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which,
Oh god, he's gonna do something creepy with the jam again.
you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own.
It's okay, I have a buddy.
We'll use the buddy system.
Who's that in front of the fountain? Why are they always there?
I don't know, they just like constantly are reading a book, and what happens in that book seems to maybe relate
The
to what happens
answer
here.
you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? Uh-oh.
Rook has only one explanation for what happened was the bad frozen to death ending. The book is homophobic.
No.
Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. It's me. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink?
Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why?
I don't know.
Caffeine breaks down their genetic structure.
Oh. I just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure.
Well, the customer's always right. See ya bright and early tomorrow.
I can't wait.
I don't know why this kid is complaining. Like, this town has a population of 12.
Oh my god, it's Harry the boy.
Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the
will be
half-covered
right back.
festival banner.
Okay. It's Miles McGee and Fury of the Furies. Hey, you hear about how people are getting botulism because the companies that make distilled white vinegar went from 5% acidity to 4%? See, I just thought of that because I got my my tea here and my wet tea bags with the strings that act like super absorbent wicks and get super wet, and it's like, well, somebody made a decision there to cheapen something, and maybe a wet tea bag string isn't going to cost lives like lowering the acidity in vinegar will, but by God, it pisses me off all the same. Anyway, no, did I? Okay, I didn't actually explain that, did I? No, they're getting botulism because, like, sometimes you can stuff in vinegar, like, pickles, and it has to be 5%, but they lowered it to 4%.
Hi.
They're not getting botulism just because the vinegar is not as strong. Hi.
What about botulism?
Vinegar is going from like 5% acidity to 4%, and if you can stuff with vinegar at 4% acidity, it'll like probably kill you from botulism.
So why are they making the change?
Because I don't know, it's cheaper probably. The federal minimum is 4%, but canning uses 5%, so they probably just did it to save money.
Right, but if that 1% is the difference between safe canning and botulism, I don't know, just
Well,
seems to be-
here's the thing. They probably established the standard like 200 years ago or something, and some bean counter is like, hey, you know, the federal minimum is 4%. We're at 5%. Why are we doing this? Let's just lower it and save money. And didn't think about the consequences. So I don't know. Maybe it'll change back someday. Who knows? It's all coming together quite nicely.
Oh yeah, he's on the right side. This is all you now.
Couldn't have done it without you.
The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions.
Yeah, she's been indisposed of late.
She doesn't much like me, does she?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy.
Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines.
My father was a great man.
You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr?
Call me William. Ask away.
William, why are you doing all this?
Gosh, I've never felt one to need a compelling reason to throw a party.
Not just the festival. All of this. There's got to be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines?
You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds.
Seeds?
Yeah, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special.
You see potential here?
Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge, and the right leadership, of course.
Oh,
Good night, Mayor Valentine. Oh, hello, kids. Goodbye.
Off to my evil corporation that I'm running evilly.
Oh, this is
Oh.
nice. Oh, wait, no, you're left side, right. My bad.
Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. What's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's Rollo.
He's Rollo, he's Rollo. Rollo, he's Rollo.
Not particularly helpful. Sorry, he just has a stupid name. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. About damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It's a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. And Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. Sending a big buck. Now 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. Something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentine. The foul harvest. Yep. They went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. Next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant the crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. No one knows why. Nope. I take it Rollers Farm got the short end of the stick? Yep. For some reason their farm was hit harder than ours. It sucks. Things have gotten better since perennial harvest came down. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. Even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. They better get going. Music industry is unintentionally making it trippy as all heck. Babbling on Masto about the arbitrariness of where 4D spaces intersect 3D spaces. Oh god. Luke got +1.
It's about time. I was about to give up and go home.
Who's the new kid?
Name's Beck. He must be Robo.
I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with
Rollo.
pride.
How do you waggle a head? Oh, I guess.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction of the Velociraptor pens.
I've seen worse looking paws of jump, Mr. Hammond.
Thanks! Hey, Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about?
Yeah. Did you set up the minefield?
Well, I was waiting. I made some, improvements.
Bigger mines.
Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days.
Is he gonna shoot us? He's gonna shoot us. I love that. Gordon,
God,
get the
there's-
crystal out.
There's knees around here all over the place.
He goes all out, doesn't he? Always.
Lavish.
That's adorable. Ah. Why would someone breaking into our fortress do this?
Oh, God.
This is ridiculous. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Come on, it's this way.
So, pretty sweet security, right?
It was a magic, I'll give you that.
Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruits?
I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess?
Oh, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there.
What were they doing?
I was kind of expecting him to go on a long ramble. I don't know, but the place was lit up and active.
Maybe they were squatters?
I don't think so, but it seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running.
A man pulled you in?
Yeah, but I got away. He keeps saying it was a man. But they were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. It could have been a woman.
How did you get away?
I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let me go and I ran.
Dang.
It's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. Wonder the way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat
Rollo
suit.
let out a low whistle.
They weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup.
So let me get this straight. There's an operation full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine?
Yep. I'm beginning to think this town's kinda awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense.
And so we can logically conclude aliens, or alien zombies, have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you!
First of all, for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask she was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe.
Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide?
I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved the jam. Moved in. Gran isn't from here. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you my horrible backstory, did I? I know she came a few months after. She came a few months back to take care of me after.
After his mom went missing.
Did you know your grandpa? Not really, no. It's been years since I've seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. Are we sure that your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. Aliens. Sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up.
We could say it's the same thing about your family. But you're right. Look, your Gran is hiding something.
It was baby zombie cat all along.
And Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up.
Like bodies.
That's not true. Yeah. We need to investigate your house.
My Gran is really hiding something. Don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. Damn. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you tomorrow when the coast is clear. We can start getting to the bottom of this.
I'm always game for a good snoop.
Again, going by the language used and the lack of modern technologies, unless they're saying like this is out in the Hatfield and McCoy area, this has to be 50s-ish.
I kind of get the feeling it's meant to be timeless.
Yeah,
Any time in the
maybe.
last century, I don't know.
It's just like an old-timey vibe to it.
Yeah.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair.
Great.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Oh, he's got a different shirt on.
I have French fries in my mouth. What time is it?
Oh.
Rello, what on earth is that?
Hmm?
That ridiculous thing on your head.
Oh, this? It helps me think.
You're gonna need a lot more of those.
Huh, joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear?
Yep, whatever she's been up to this week has been keeping her busy most of the day.
Very well. Well, the game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I keep my deepest, darkest secrets?
If I were a glove,
Yeah, you just keep doing them. I can't do it.
perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence. He
Uh-huh.
coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that does isn't what we're looking for.
Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence.
She keeps that fire going every day, Brella.
Drat! It may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. He's so fluffy.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. You just think for a moment. Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. Upstairs closet. Maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked.
Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now.
I'm gonna push you into the fireplace. I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes.
Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush?
That's how our treehouse came to be. True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. It doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach
A
it.
look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Sprint.
Whee!
Alright, Bravo. This is your time to shine.
Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills.
No, your lockpicking skills, or your height advantage.
And now I shall proceed with.
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Victory.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work.
Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on.
This is beneath my standing.
It's beneath mine, literally. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it. Ow.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that one's anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random
As
teacup
Beck
and...
pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Oh,
Holy
jeepers.
fucking shit. Grandma's Batman.
Dude, only two types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes.
Well, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this could not be good.
Need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
What do we have here?
Barrels marked caution explosive. And jam. Oh shit, it was a jam.
Oh,
They were planning a terrorist attack for days.
oh
Holy
no.
shit, what is this game? That's enough jam to feed the whole town.
What kind of incendiary gem is your grand making?
She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. Right?
Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Oh.
You were the kid that ate the silica gel packets, weren't you?
So he got his powers of whatever this is. Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And ink.
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out
Ew.
a soggy slip of paper.
Oh. Aha.
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Miss Fratelli.
A grand jam gram? A grand jam gram?
It says, last night I used a disguise Eris provided to scout the location. Timing window should be possible. Operation Spark Plug is go.
Oh man, are they doing a heist?
Whatever it is, it can't be good. No more bomb shells and a bomb, right?
You're new here, so I'll let it slide.
Fuck you.
But I'm the bad joke guy around here. What a
else?
conundrum.
We'll just ignore that and look at this.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy.
Is your Gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart.
She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. And the clipboards are all inside of a big circle. My moms are both on here.
Oh.
Both with question marks.
Huh?
Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye.
The killer has chosen her next victim.
We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there?
It's my dad. It looks like some of his old medical files. Dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Oh, you gotta read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it?
1 sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. You gotta take them apart piece by piece and eat each one individually? It's best to skip straight to the middle. Wait, what?
I think that just means he eats fast.
That's where all the meaty bits live.
Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Oh, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph?
That's Mr. Nuncrete's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions.
It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes.
So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does this say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends.
What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the door shut.
Oh yes, this giant paper we've been avoiding this whole time.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool. This looks like a treasure map.
Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo.
Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map.
Unless it's just been made, then it's a new map. Can't fault that logic.
Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. Starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow it,
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square.
That's a fountain in the middle of town.
What a weird place to hide treasure.
That doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there.
Oh. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer.
Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month?
The festival. Oh.
Did you just say gulp out loud?
Gulp. This feels like a gulp kind of situation.
Everyone will be gathered near the center of town.
She's gonna have the festival.
Not if we stop her.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that?
No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs.
Quiet. Good lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Oh.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs. The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump,
Yoo-hoo!
thump,
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
thump.
I'm just here to help. Just,
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
God. Let me check it go.
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out.
Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill them?
Luke scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo.
You knocked his block off.
He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Oh.
Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair.
Hola, gato.
His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop. I can't not do that. But also, zombie you choose.
Hard, definitely.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze.
Well, you have a good night, gato. Thanks for popping in.
I've got
Take
this. Read about it 100 times.
Oh, God.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Oh, I just had the best idea ever.
Yeah?
Okay, remember Lower Decks the other day?
Oh, I don't know if I can do a Twain. I can try. I'll try. I'll do it. I'll try my best. Oh, you want me to try this one again? Okay. Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless.
Oh, you did concuss him.
Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
I gotta close the window if I'm gonna do this. Hang on.
Okay. The neighborhood just suddenly bombarded with Southern gentleman drawl.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready. What?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
Now I'll be asking the question. I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a cat in debt.
As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
Well, you tied me down. How on earth can I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? What? Blow up the festival? Good lord!
He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. What is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where...
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Jeez, what the hell is going on?
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard. What do you say about the source? It's where the town began?
We need more we need more information.
Yeah, but he's dead. Is there anyone else who might know more?
What about the History Museum? It got set up just for the festival.
Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? Or the library? Is there any information about the source thing? Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers.
Hemgwin.
This is a dang nice library.
Thanks, we work hard on it.
Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian?
Good cop, adorable cop.
Oh my god, I'm doing that. Kato hung out here so much they eventually gave him a set of the keys.
I just keep an eye on the place for Ms. Novak sometimes.
They got you working for free?
Child labor. It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Well, money, but...
Paycheck. Fair enough.
What can I do for y'all?
You need a favor.
I already told you in Rollo. I can't put you any higher in the weight list for the next hanky topic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience.
Actually, we're looking to do some research.
Oh, you're speaking my language.
English. I know.
Penguish.
What are you looking for?
We don't know.
What do you got on the history of the town? That's the County Record Archives.
Huh?
First, desk, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading.
I can't handle this kid. Look at his fucking arms. He's like 2 years old.
I know, it's great.
They go all the way back to where the town was founded.
Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop.
You have to keep digging.
If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life. Till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
You got a better idea, spit it out.
You sound like my sister.
Keep pushing your luck, pal. It won't be boring country records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
Your county record. That sounds like something I'd say.
Yeah, shit, this is awesome. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like
Slammed a finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Jay Hartford here.
I'd love to see you try.
Hey. We're all a little tired. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's loose. Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? Jay Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right.
What is it?
Jay Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford.
Oh!
Maybe there were two Jay Hartfords? Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter. Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy.
Your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
We should tell the police.
Alright, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed
Time for
her
nappies.
eyes.
How late is it?
Almost 10. And way
Damn.
past my bedtime. Oh crap, Paul's gonna kill me. I gotta go.
Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Good luck with the stranger danger.
Okay, let's meet up. Oh, that's you. What's I thinking?
Okay, let's meet up at as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? Bury him.
Yeah, like his gran's gonna come home and he's gonna be there.
His
And
heart was pounding as he approached the house. If
Maybe
he was
you just
lucky,
not go
Gran,
home?
or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be
Yeah,
the
you
first
hope.
order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
oh,
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
That man is dead from a concussion.
what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop! Stop it! Stop! No.
I have to take action. Into the fire.
If she's got enough hair, it'll probably just go up in flames. Yeah.
Hairspray.
Oh, I guess it's possible she didn't notice. I mean, it is still open, so. Fuck!
How am I gonna close it? I'm short.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, that's either really good or really bad or really good or really bad.
Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his findings, and left without a trace, telling no
That
one.
face.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Lucas' hungry stomach groaned.
Hunger.
Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
How do I keep doing this? I'm a child. Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
That was the actual nitroglycerin.
Oh,
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed,
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. It's the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was gone. Go to sleep. But I see something here in the corner, and I must.
Oh my god. For having such noodly arms, you're really strong.
No, this is easier to do on the controller than with the spacebar.
Why is that there, and why is it at kid height?
So I can do this.
Get a good workout in before bed. Get a good work in out before bed. Get a good workout in out before out.
Okay. Moves a teacup. Shit. Oh crap. Grant? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride
The jam was poisoned. Oh, it's poisoned.
grabbed for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
No.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps. Oh,
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
the drum 935.
Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything. I've got an ice bomb to set off.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned.
She didn't
to
put him under the
himself.
covers?
Why would Gran drug him?
Kind of drugged himself.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
I mean, he's kind of creepy. Sure there's a
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
the festival. Oh,
Yeah, even despite everything else, all he's had to eat for like a day and a half now is a handful of drugged jam. He's probably pretty woozy regardless.
I gotta tell Dad. Oh yeah. There's no teachers, there's no police. How does this town function?
On hopes and dreams.
Where have you been? I drugged myself. We're gonna put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed put me to sleep.
Whoa, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas?
Sly devil.
D. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? You looked around but haven't seen anything odd.
Your Gran is nowhere to be found. Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech.
What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone's gathering at the stage.
Let's get moving. Oh, they all run synchronized. Holy shit.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing, hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and, I suppose you already know that.
Get off the stage.
Oh yeah, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine, who died from jet. So I thought we could begin a round of applause befitting to such a great man.
Everyone golf claps.
Yay. Maybe that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
You want him?
Oh yeah, I love this guy. Gus Valentine, everyone!
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor.
Me.
What a great turnout! I think literally everyone's here. Look at all the bunnies across the river. Oh heck, I didn't prepare anything. Oh shoot.
You know what? I'm gonna drop every joke I was just coming up with.
Why? What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to have such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. You get enough quarters, you get $1, and it's inexorable. it's inexorable, unavoidable, undeniable. Any other U words out there? And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Oh my God. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. It's a chain around my ankle.
Seriously, we can't escape.
You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. The mouse cursor on the screen. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
Jesus Christ, this guy. The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol for our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen.
And shaking it for all of its lunch money.
Taking future syndrome. Change is a choice.
We're making it for you.
I'm tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Uh-oh.
What was
The
that?
crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, Little Thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I?
Change.
Through all my travels, I've learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow.
Why'd you have to say that?
We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it's with a happy heart that I proclaim,
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
oh, here it comes. Our harvest awaits! Jesus Christ.
And everyone's dead again.
What is that?
A merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything. Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
Okay.
No, I don't mean that.
Words mean things. You're a writer, so you should especially know
We
that.
got a little closer this time. We just need to try again, please.
Okay, so obviously, hard cop is not the right choice. Chill or sly?
No adorable? Oh.
I'm gonna go with chill.
They'd run the classic
That's
good
how we
cop,
avoid the ice.
chill cop interrogation.
Fight fire with fire or ice with ice.
Hey, unnatural.
Why?
I'll handle this, just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
Induced seizure.
Okay.
Mr.
Oh.
Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake.
Well, Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? Why is there a buzzsaw coming towards me?
No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled.
Rolo's here.
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids give old Hiram a good scare. Just let me get out of these ropes and call it even.
Dead bud squirrel tied up on ropes is definitely some folks' delight. Well...
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with
You're not
skeptical
wrong.
looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement?
Well, I'm here to help, of course.
Help with what? What's my grand up to?
If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you.
How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Look, have I ever done wrong by you?
Maybe. No.
And since your grand moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming?
Yeah.
Why would I turn my back on your family now?
It's just all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town, archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes,
Luca gestured to the corner.
barrels of explosives, which probably should have been the first thing I pointed out.
I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Did you get into the drug jam? Or you're going slow?
Luca looked again toward
I don't know, he sounds creepy.
This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
I'm gullible.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This'll all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Uh-huh. You see, this town has secrets, Luca. Secrets which can never come out. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought to...
He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Like... Yoink. Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here. I told you dude was creepy.
His voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't wrong, you know.
You'll thank me one day.
This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. And let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, back.
The
Heard the
end.
staccato thump of quick steps
We have
exiting the house.
explosives.
The kids looked
Oh, yeah.
down in resignation.
For the greater good. For the greater good.
This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right.
Eat'em bokum, eat'em bokum.
Explosives.
Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
Oh my god, I was joking about the
We
end.
weren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement.
You didn't give me a chance.
Back to the drawing board.
Good cop, sly cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
Apparently talking like this makes me cough a lot.
Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Oh.
My turn,
With a
bitches.
few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Moldwill girl.
Please call me back. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
Seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are.
Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. Guess she thought you needed some backup.
What? She said a child?
I'm expendable. What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect the kid?
I guess that makes sense. I
Mr.
guess.
Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
I understand your wife there, Mom. But you understand. You never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true.
So it turns out we're both
Beck
here
twirled
to...
her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out what we're doing to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be, let me tell you.
No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down
Beck
here.
was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Are you sure you can finish this up on your own? There's a lot of explosives down here. I mean, well, I don't know.
There's a fireplace upstairs and I know how to burn things. Juniper trusted me for a reason. Leave the rest to me.
Oh, good. There is one more loose end I'll go work on.
I have to kill her kid.
Have you seen Jim looking anywhere?
Loose end.
Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day, I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets.
That's ominous.
I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical.
What's the password for?
We don't know.
So we have a password and nowhere to put it.
It's gotta be something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to Art Bell all the time and...
God, whoa, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, good thinking. You should probably go work that one out. I got this under control.
Well, that's a relief. I hate doing work. Between you and me, this basic gives me the willies.
It's the bodies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
I'm that good.
Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf. But only who sells us his apples?
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
I hate you. The password, Rollo.
Well, sure, but once things are back to normal. I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf.
Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard the password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find a hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a numbers thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be...
Oh. It's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
How the fuck did this kid do that?
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
What?
Well, it's either that or Kren's new drugstore, and we don't have one of those.
I think you were right the first time. How did you do that?
Well, what can I say? I love ciphers.
I guess we know where to go next. Yeah, action music. Oh shit.
You scared me half to death.
Sorry.
You kids have seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you?
He's tied up at the moment. Oh wait, no. You let him go. Nope.
He's got me waiting around like a last slice of pie.
No comment.
I swear that man would be late to his own funeral.
Well, if he doesn't get the head one looked at. I'm just a child. Bye. These are both you.
You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up on work. Work? You? Had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this Insipid Town Festival really about? I think
Looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town.
That's bullshit. He's a hyena.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of an idiot. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. He's giving me so much money. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he ain't coming back.
You know, I saw Eris with a title, but it may just be her name.
Yeah, I think it is. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came in here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. This is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When all this inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Communist.
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. Join us. It's going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future? Or be forgotten in the past?
Do you have control of the one brain cell now, brother?
It's a shame. Father named you Augustus.
But you're more like a Caesar salad.
She'll just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. Still there. Knowledge, she spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. I'll give it a good thump.
Oh, I guess I should. I know there's not going to be anybody at the coffee shop, but.
Well, they drink coffee. They never sleep. We better get to Duncreed's.
Where are you hiding, Rollo?
You don't want to go up there, trust me. It's boring. There's nothing up there.
Oh shit, it's Solomon.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Duncreed, is he in?
Well, I'm afraid not. Where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon even shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down.
Well, I can't say licorice should be my first choice. Or my second. Or any, really. I hate the stuff.
Oh, black licorice is so good if you get the good stuff.
I think like my brain made some sort of permanent connection between it and tussin.
Yeah, no, fair. You can tell a lot of person by their choice of confection.
I guess.
I like sour gobs.
I'm certain you do.
I always wonder why Mr. Duncree kept licorice in stock. He must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile.
There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash.
I'm rich. Well, he's right. It's locked.
There's gotta be more clues.
Okay, let's see. Everyone look for a brick.
Use the telephone to call for a hint.
I don't see any bricks in the void. Hey, a phone booth. Have you ever actually seen anyone use this thing?
Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
What is it, locked?
It's not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad.
Oh.
Why would there be a blinky keypad?
Brand new drugstore. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Now we gotta find Napoleon.
Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something.
Great, now what?
Yes, we are.
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Hey, a laundromat. Oh,
The
wait.
air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
Hey, a laundromat. I knew it.
You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth?
Of course I did. Didn't I say that?
No.
I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the transdimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 are real?
Rollo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic, that these are clearly Zeta tubes.
That's why I'm such a good predictor.
It looks like each of these has something written on them. Trash. This suit has a broken mask.
Uh-oh.
So we found our mystery warehouse creeper. We've at least found our hazmat suit.
If it walks like a Nuncreed, talks like a Nuncreed.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Just saying.
Mining operations alpha? You guys have mines?
Not that I know of.
The town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. The beginning of the internet.
Always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold.
I'm not sure how that wisdom applies to this exact situation.
That's the thing about Paw. You don't always realize what it means until it's too late.
Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works.
What does she do?
Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We literally just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place?
This is starting to feel like something big.
Let's look at the computer. That's a lot of buttons.
Dead aside, Earthlings, I've had enough Hankatomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Meeny, meeny, miny.
They're pneumatic tubes? Rella, what did you do?
Nothing. I didn't even know yet. What was that? Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here.
Let's get back.
Oh. Yeah.
Shit.
Awesome. You all need to come with me now.
No. Not until we get some answers.
Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever.
Say who?
That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins.
We don't care about our skins.
Hold on now, I like my skin.
This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him.
Who?
Walt.
You don't get to talk about my dad.
You know, your father and I were friends back before,
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this.
That's a lie.
True, I used to bounce you on my knee.
You don't have knees. What happened?
Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist.
And a soda company that dispenses cocaine.
Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were a sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yeah, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Oh. Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it.
And my dad said no.
Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though.
There was one bullet still in the gun.
When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes.
Is there a point to this sob story?
Not really, no. just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
Oh. I tried to keep you safe.
Oh, here I go killing again.
I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? What?
You really don't know? My Gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose.
Juniper?
Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party.
She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know?
Apparently, she knows a lot of things.
What?
Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we busted into today.
And honestly, hers is way cooler.
This one has tubes, Rollo.
She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His
Ugh.
eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now! She's in danger, boy!
I don't know. She had a map with a mark on a fountain in town square.
Fountain? I would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source?
What the heck is the source?
If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Oh god, she's going to freeze us all! Okay, bye. You all need to run!
Run.
Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back.
That exit. That did not go how I expected.
So... we're totally following him, right?
Yep.
See you on the other side.
You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8.
This went so many
The
places.
cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along.
Karen's a good word.
She heard the tinny,
Carom.
distant echoes of Rolo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Mario pipe noise.
Pew, pew, pew.
That was intense. Yeah.
I think I might have parted with some fluids in there.
Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold.
Doesn't look like it got on any of us.
It didn't feel like we traveled that far.
Where did it all go?
This sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way.
Where was
Wait,
that
this-
tube supposed to go?
Wait, this looks like the screen where his house would be. Like, this is the space where his house would be. And this would go up to the field with the whatevers, and this would go up to the grave. Are we dealing with some sort of time shenanigans?
Oh shit, are we in the future?
Holy shit, look!
Oh my god, we are.
This looks...
Familiar, yeah.
What's Twin Peaks? Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. However, I will make time. I guess not. Bye. If I go real slow, you guys have to hop. Okay, really, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this looks like some sort of replica of Beacon Pines.
Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien.
I could just hear Beck slapping him in the back of the head right now. Bravo.
Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures.
Oh boy.
The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing.
You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. I can't make my cool pose because it's cold.
It's too cold, and all the pillars froze away. And there's toxic waste there.
And it froze in the river. Oh yeah, it's ice. I can. That guy should still be here, frozen, because he would never move.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. You want to do her?
Well, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran, what's happening?
Oh, I should do her. Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
I can do her. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change.
Very convenient that your wages happen to line your pockets.
Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Well, that's my one option. And that seems appropriate.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. And everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up, and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall.
Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I learned one very important lesson in life. You want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Ah, shit.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers.
Why are the words curving?
The end. Well, that was dire.
You wrote it.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Capitalism.
I wonder if she even knows that's gonna happen. Is that implied anywhere else, or was it
No.
kind of a mistake?
Like, all this ice stuff came this week. Like, last time it was just like, oh, an evil corporation is dumping toxic waste or something. We don't fully understand the situation. Like, in this instance, like, right... How did this go? In this instance, Rolo got captured by the guy in the hazmat suit. And then Luca met Beck, and then there was a fight in the forest with Iggy over a puddle of goop that rapidly aged half his face.
Ugh.
And then he ran to Luca for help, and they hid in the treehouse, and they were surrounded by clones, or like
What?
a billion clipboard guys, and
Oh, those
they were captured or killed, or we don't really know. It was an end. Let's actually pick up from there. Last time we fought, and that gun did absolutely nothing. So this time we're gonna run.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left: flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Sunny.
He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Holy shit, it worked. Hey, Mr. Care, we'd love to hear your thoughts, but there are plenty of places to be. Come on, Iggy.
Split
Hey.
it, jerks. Oh, fine. We know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels. I mean, this way.
Luca
We'll take the tunnels.
winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
He became a sock puppet on Tuesday.
Chapter
Yeah.
5.
I fell into a barrel of toxic waste.
They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they
Oh.
gazed
Oh,
across a snowy
we're here?
plain.
How are we here?
Wait, did like the original town freeze over and it moves a town? So it's not some temporal shit?
Huh. It was actually pretty badass.
I think we lost him.
Are we up in the mountains?
I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill.
Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland?
All I know is there's no going back the way we came. See if we can get our bearings. Follow me. My dad's buried up here. Oh yeah. That's Rolo.
Look. Hey, Luca, you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's a bozo cur.
I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
Oh no, that's Kara now. Okay. It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you.
He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios?
Just lucky, I guess.
Boy howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you?
You knew my parents?
I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
I'm gonna kill you.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
I gotta keep moving.
Okay, go that way.
What's the readout?
Sitting just above 258 Kelvin.
That's a bit down from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Care?
Yeah, still is in safe ranges. Maybe spreading, but it's under control for now.
Even a small nudge in the equilibrium can cause a cascade.
Shut up, Gordon. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get serverless. Why am I jumping?
What's all this?
Hard to say with all the snow.
I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there.
What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into the Weedwood.
I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step one, snow's gotta go.
Now let's do what I pick you up and throw you.
In situations such as these, I find it best to chuck stuff first and ask question second.
Well, yeah, but what am I chucking? Oh. If we throw snow at the snow, get rid of the snow.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Doesn't make any sense.
We're in Beacon Pines?
How's that possible? We ran away from town. Now, how do we get back here?
I guess we gotta turn around.
Where did all this snow come from?
It's been colder than normal lately.
That's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape.
I've probably fought out before. It was cold too. Maybe all it leads to one source. Ooh.
You think it's related? What the hell is going on?
We're gonna get you some answers, Two-Face. Let's keep moving.
It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here happened fast. Fish didn't even have time to run. Or swim. Swim run.
Wow, I love how that just worked out
Approaching
perfectly.
Footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone.
But
There's nothing here but more snow.
there must be an explanation for all this. Have to keep looking.
You can look all you want. I quit.
We have to keep going.
You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone.
You don't know that. You just quit.
Whatever you want. I'm done.
Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luke appeared upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late. Maybe. I think the sun exploded. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Just rest for a
The
bit.
boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
The way the snow covered everything over. It's kind of calming.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to say it, but thanks.
Huh?
For getting us away from those creeps. They sort of froze up back there.
So did the town. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper.
That's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what the gunk would do. You didn't, right?
Of course not.
And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper.
But I did lose my temper. We had it coming.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works.
You're a strange old kid. I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you?
Of course. These you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point.
Why would you go around saying false things trying to get in a fight?
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do.
You're an asshole because you're bored.
Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rollo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn. This perfect little life.
My life is not perfect.
Everybody in town likes you.
Not everybody.
Oh, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she already likes you.
You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. And she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Must be raining out here.
Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep.
Yeah.
It's late enough for me. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of
Luca's
all this.
eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Some free
It's-
stuff out here.
It's so cold. What did they say it was? 258 Kelvin?
Yeah.
Let me look that up. Luca?
Yeah.
I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse.
What'd you say?
Not bad.
I'll give you the full tour when we get back.
That is just under 5 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's not terrible.
That's all.
That's a
Luca
lot of
expected
degrees below
before settling
freezing.
To sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. Really?
Neither is your face.
The house smelled of warm bread.
Okay, because this game is leaving Game Pass, like, I think tomorrow, I'm gonna push it a bit on time.
Okay.
Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face, the doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes.
You didn't have this dream in this timeline.
Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy.
I'm getting ideas about what's going on.
Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Take your hands off me.
Little little mouse.
Oh.
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
What do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean?
Take it easy, Iggy.
We were minding our own business. Sleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, yeah, I see. I think you're better than me, you.
When it came to complete strangers, Icky had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball.
Oh, okay, let's lower the temperature a bit. Yeah, that's so bad.
Interesting choice of words.
I know, I caught myself and everything. Let's just calm down. Who are you?
A friend. An observer.
Oh, you're the one who wrote the book.
A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility.
Weird. It's a hippie. Great, how about it now?
If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Icky huffed with gratification.
Why don't you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait, do you...
You might say that.
So you know where we are?
You might also say that. Oh, look, Pat, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gotta help us or not. Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. All right, that does it. Look, I don't know about you. I'm getting out of here, one way or another.
Icky turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Icky turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place,
Oh,
cold and disheartened.
this is your home. This is Beacon Pines.
Look, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weekwood. Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or it is all some cruel experiment by Karen's ghost. It's not our own.
You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here. But the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica.
Okay, they moved the town one town over.
A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate.
We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed.
You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry,
Is this some sort of Vault-Tec thing gone wrong? I'm starting to get that vibe. Like, oh shit, we blew up the town quick while everyone's unconscious. build a new town and moves him over.
Well, you can lead it back to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane.
The
Luca and
narrator
Iggy looked
stopped
around
speaking.
uncomfortably. Yeah. Are you saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed?
Give me 1 second.
1 second. 1 second. Precisely.
Oh, you know why? The author can't speak because she's right there.
That could be.
But why?
Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow.
Well, now, what?
Okay, the author's just being a cheeky little shit.
The source. Why'd you say the source like that?
I say everything like this.
Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they could.
He looked down at his feet.
Well, shit.
His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. But with a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this is really home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy? It's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weep Wood.
My cat is being very meowy.
Chapter 6. The source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone.
Oh shit.
A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
We're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone in the snow. I'm so sorry, Dad. You ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. What do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh.
They stole his tree, Iggy.
Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. $259 Kelvin. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259.
Sorry. You ever think about what we did here?
We saved a whole town of people.
It doesn't feel like it sometimes. What have I ever seen left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. People who loved him will never know the truth.
The truth is overrated.
You changed, Larry.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed
got
it
tired.
playfully.
Hey,
Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world.
Yeah.
Come on. Almost lunchtime.
Yeah, fucking weirdo. Hope they got jam.
Sleepy time jam. I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
Oh.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me.
Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey!
Who is any of this helping?
Nah.
Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who you helping?
What they did? They lied to everyone.
Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before?
That my dad was dead and my mom was too?
When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass.
I should stand up for myself.
Hell yeah! Karen is merry little band of clipboards pulling off the switcheroo for a reason, right?
Nat mentioned something about a
Luca wiped
source.
his eyes with a sleeve.
My sleeve is stuck to my eyes. Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest.
It would be a shame if something unfortunate would have happened to the precious source, wouldn't it?
I got a great idea. Let's stir some fire in there. What do you have in mind?
If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it.
And what if it's too big to
Iggy
smash?
flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge.
You're gonna eat it. I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. Let's do this. I wonder where the source is.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. Two faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover?
If it is, I've never seen one like it.
It can get awfully cold out in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way.
Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her?
Oh, heavens no, do I seem like a killer to you?
Yes.
Iggy and
I'm a
Luca
scavenger.
shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Oh, shucks, no, that hurts my feelings.
Screw that guy.
You hit yourself with the soap.
I did. I'm trying to hit. Yeah, well.
Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that?
Long story. Well, a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Oh, God. Let's see where this is going. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff.
Oh, why it's buried under a tree?
That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing chores at Rollo's chicken coop.
Oh, you're the reason it was the flaming chicken coop.
You guys pissed me off for some reason or other.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things.
You blew up the chicken coop.
I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration.
The chickens were screaming for days.
Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces.
Rolo got grounded for months.
Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. But when I came back from later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed
He
them.
triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was down. It was us.
Unbelievable. There will be a reckoning. But not this day.
Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head.
Hero, just someone who refuses to give up.
Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero.
I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself.
Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are.
Prepare for blast off, loser.
Rookie. Just like this whole stinking place. Oh, hey.
I should look around more. Is what that reminded me. I wonder if I can just jump in.
Let's find out.
After I check the copy nope. Aw.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Echo!
Wow. I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now.
Why would they dig a giant hole?
I think this is it.
This is the source? It's a dang hole?
Yeah, punch it.
How do we smash a hole?
Now I'm waiting for you to show me. Ah, crap.
Well, hey, we found you. It's very cold and I'm not dressed for this weather. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend.
Care. Where's Rolo?
I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Oh my god. Drat, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it?
What did you do to our town? What is all this?
Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various, complications.
Complications like us?
You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call.
We aren't giving up without a fight.
Your smile's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change! Oh, hey. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I got a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Nothing. Nothing at all.
You're a terrible liar.
I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. Up, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Well, we're all dead. Ooh!
Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt,
Look at his face.
crashing through Luca.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Tossed away, but in the struggle, they both tumbled over the side.
No!
Forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
He's still smiling. You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back.
What channel do I use?
It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. You do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Gare's out of the picture. Oh shit. Just let go and save yourself. What the fuck is going on? If he lets go, we both die. Oh, what the hell? I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it.
Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why do you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Wow, can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go.
Okay, do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
Yeah, I'm not his friend.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Care.
Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies.
I can't.
It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once.
I gotta
Oh
see
my
how this
God.
plays out.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Oh right, you had the whole boxes in. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy.
Luca, you should really step back.
Huh?
Quickly. Curious. Ah, well, of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives.
Not until you tell me what just happened.
Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway.
Huh?
Tempus liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade.
So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over?
That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction.
So you're saying that we avoided a resonance cascade?
I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
You stay out of this.
It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again.
If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping?
I have been, in my way.
No, really. You just let a kid die.
Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait.
Or what?
You.
What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn. You are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
What?
Revenge served cold.
Oh, wait. They're glowing. That's a note.
Second time's a charm?
So, the charm action in Chapter 2?
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Okay, so that highlighted 2 and then charm. I don't have charm.
They probably don't have it at all. Yeah, you might need to find it somewhere. I have to pee so bad.
So do I. We will both be right back. Be right back.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The art. Wow. Oh. Holy shit, you guys. Oh, I take a Jason back yet. Oh man. Oh. This game is a fucking fever dream. Like the
Yeah,
last
but
3.5 hours. The last 3.5 hours have felt like 3.5 weeks. Like, I've gone through so many fucking emotions.
I love this game. Um, so what I'm gonna do, because it's on Game Pass and it's leaving soon, um, since it's on Game Pass, there's a discount for buying it, and it's pretty cheap already. So I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'd love to continue this sometime if I'm able.
Yeah, so we'll put a pin on this until Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was that is the ending. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight. Special thanks to all of our subscribers past and present, scrolling on screen now. We could not do this without the support you've given us over the years. And I am too out of breath to do the whole spiel. You know it by now. Who are we rating? Let's see. Anybody on? You know what? We'll raid. Well, let's make sure they're not ending. We'll raid the Gecko Guild. They're not doing Sea of Thieves. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a good night. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.